everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, time of possession is something to watch. The Eagles are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against a Giants team that wants to control the game as well.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. To throw on second down. McKee. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third and long. McKee into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down following the run. The gun. McKee. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. McKee. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, McKee. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun, McKee eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They've got a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. McKee. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw on second down, McKee. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. McKee is going to float this, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Set. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go.
They'll drop the throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And New York set to take the field.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake. McKee. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
The try.
first and 10. McKee. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, McKee. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On first down, McKee. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, 30, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Looking to throw on second down. McKee over the middle. That's caught by Adams. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down. McKee over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First and 10. McKee. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
To throw on second down, McKee. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Giants on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. McKee, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On the toss, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Gurley. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They run. It's Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper.
Now that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, but when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback, He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it overall.
It's caught inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Looking to throw on second down. McKee, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Again, they run with Gurley. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll drop to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. What a night nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trap.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He's got room to run past the 20. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to throw. McKee. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on second down. McKee going left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking to throw. McKee. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running back quicker than ever before.
And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. McKee. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Looking to throw. McKee. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Giants are going to get a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, McKee. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Blue landed.
Throwing on 1st down. McKee. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they try the right side here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. McKee. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jordan Willis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying.
I go out.